Hey y'all, so unfortunately I was not successful this past weekend with driving in NOLA for the earlier weeks of Mardi Gras. I had anticipated maybe like $1,000 to $1,200 weekend. I ended up coming home early because it was just such a slow weekend, which is not what I'm used to. Even on the regular weekends where it's not Mardi Gras, there's usually some type of event that would generate a crowd. So my solutions for when things like that happen is you might just have to cut your losses early by coming home. So for instance, instead of trying to work the entire 12-hour shift, you should either decide whether or not it's worth it to wait around the entire time, or if your time can be better spent doing something else. And so I decided to cut my weekend in half, and I ended up ending my Lyft driving on Saturday instead of the usual time on Sunday. So that's one of the solutions. Another thing that you can do is allot that time that you would have used for the previous weekend and use it towards the next weekend. So if you only did Friday and Saturday, you only made $500 or half of what you anticipated, then next time drive starting on Thursday. I will say another thing that I'm going to start doing too, hopefully not against my better judgment, is to include other rideshare apps, so such as Uber, Uber is what I started, the company that I started driving with first. Over time, I started developing more of an affinity to drive with Lyft, and now it's kind of happening in reverse the other way. So incorporating other apps, of course, to give you more opportunities in case one isn't as busy as the other is always recommended. The third thing that I'm doing personally is I'm starting more so on my creative opportunities. So what I'm going to be doing, like specifically for Lyft drivers or rideshare drivers, is letting y'all know creative ways that I'm incorporating my driving in a way to make me money in more than one way. So not just driving for Lyft, but finding ways to connect with the riders, finding ways to create digital content from that, as I'm doing now. And so be looking out for those creative projects that I'll be sharing with y'all. And not just that, not just the ride sharing, but also dealing with some of my other skills, such as playing piano and writing. I'm going to begin to do that to kind of supplement for the income that I may or may not lose. Now, I will say that going forward, the weekend should be busier, or at least go back to being as busy as they have been in the previous months. So next weekend, I may do another video update to let you all know how the later weeks for Mardi Gras progress. I've talked to quite a few riders who have given me a few tips as far as watching out for the parades, watching out for the traffic, to see how to kind of navigate the traffic. Because one of the things that you don't want to do is to be stuck in a traffic jam for 2 or 3 hours. That can eat up a lot of your time too. But anyway, I will update you all on that later. Be looking out for that. In the meantime, please subscribe to my channel, Lost Art 2839, and I will see y'all later.